Hey, cleveland.com, meteorologist Kelly Reardon here. On the radar this week, we headed to the Overbeke driving school to talk about winter driving safety tips. All right, Ari, can you talk to me a little bit about driving in the winter? What tips you have, what you should and what you should not do, and any other tips you have for driving in snowy, reduced visibility conditions?
Yes, the most important thing is always to remain calm. If you react to the weather, you're not going to come out with a good outcome. You'll wind up skidding. You're more likely to go into a skid. You're more likely to worry about people are going to be worried about what you're going to do, and of course, you're going to be worried about what they're going to do. Keep safe distance from the person in front of you, especially snowplows. You have to maintain at least 50 feet from a snowplow. So a couple of car length distances between them and you, and never pass a snowplow. That could be incredibly dangerous.
In trying to prevent a lot of car crashes, many Northeast Ohioans, and I know this is the same for me being from New Hampshire, people want to go out and buy studded snow tires. And you were talking to me earlier about that might not be as necessary as you may think. So could you please explain to that a little bit?
Yes, I never have bought snow tires. The reason being, if you drive safely, if you reduce your speed and you use extra caution while driving on the road, let's say it's 3 to 5 seconds they say 3 to 5 seconds for every 10 miles per hour you're going is the safe speed limit in terms of the distance that you would want to have for other cars. So maybe reduce your speed a little more, have 6 to 8 seconds, maybe closer to 10 seconds distance. So really keeping that distance from the other person. You don't really need snow tires. Why waste your money on snow tires when if you drive a little safer, you won't need them? The big thing nowadays with cars having anti-lock brakes in them, you don't have to worry so much about slamming on the brakes, so much so like stab braking where you're constantly pressing down on the brake pedal. The car will actually do that for you with those anti-lock brakes. They're designed to prevent your car from locking up, your brakes from locking up when you're in a skid. The best place to hold the wheel is actually side by side or 3 and 9 or even 5 and 7 as you're going straight. And then keeping them to the point that you're able to do a hand-over-hand turn. But the big thing is you really want to try your best not to cross your hands over. If you tend to do a hand-over-hand turn in a skid, that's okay. The goal is if you're involved in a car crash, if your hands are crossed, the airbag may come out and hurt you and hurt both of your wrists. So if your car is skidding towards the left, don't start turning the wheel all the way to the right. Overcorrecting is also a bad problem. Overcorrecting is where you're trying to fix the error that's already been made by turning opposite and then continue going the opposite, and you're just going to keep on going in almost like a snake, a serpentine motion all the way down the street. Eventually you will either skid out, spin out, or get hit by another car.